Guys, so I'm working on a couple of cups today. Doing the glitter epoxy method, and I'm just applying. I've already done some on there. If you've never done this, also please wear hand protection. I do not. That is at my own risk. I don't like wearing gloves. I like to feel the cup, especially when I'm doing this glitter epoxy method, because you can feel if you put too much and where to spread it out and where it's still dry. So I do not use gloves. So do as I say, not as I do. Please wear protection. I just wash it off real quick afterwards, and it doesn't usually cause a problem. I'm not allergic. I've never broken out. I know it's seeping into my skin. Everybody yells at me, but I just prefer to do it this way. So, and I think that the heat from my hand definitely helps keep the bubbles at a minimum in my epoxy. So for the epoxy method, on a 20-ounce tumbler, I try to use less than 5 milliliters of epoxy. So 2.5 of part A and 2.5 of part B. And you just really spread it thin. It's really thin. This way, it doesn't swallow your glitter. If you put too much epoxy on there, you're gonna notice that it gets like an oil slick look to it. Some of the glitter will sit up on the epoxy, some of it will go under the epoxy, and when it goes under the epoxy is when it makes it look like a different shade of glitter than what you thought it was going to look like. So I'm like really stretching this out, and just the lightest layer that you can possibly get on the cup. Just lightly dabbing my finger. If you're using gloves, just a dabbed finger in the epoxy, and spread it out up and down as best you can. And then I just usually hit it with a heat gun real quick, let it spin for a minute. This is gonna be an ombre. It's gonna be one color on top and fine glitter on top, and then a chunkier, almost the same color, chunky on the bottom. I don't worry too much about the bottoms of my cups. I do not glitter them at this stage. I actually will use Mod Podge when it's cured and I'm getting ready for my second coat. I will use Mod Podge and just stick it in a pile of the glitter so it's nice and even and flat. I don't like too much glitter on the bottom of the cups because I think it makes them wobbly. So I only put one coat of glitter on, one coat. Try to only do one coat of epoxy on the bottom. That way it doesn't get so fat. If you do epoxy and then glitter and then epoxy again, the bottom tends to get fatter and it doesn't sit right. So I don't do it directly on the bottom of my cup until the second coat. So this one looks pretty good. It's going to spin for a few seconds. I just want to make sure I got it all on there. Once it spins, all those streaks, it'll level out. It'll be nice. I'll hit it with the heat gun and then we'll put the glitter on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to just wipe this epoxy off my hand, get something to catch glitter, and I'm going to do the other cup over here. This cup, it's just painted pink with acrylic paint. I painted it, and it's got a thin coat of epoxy on it. There's the glitters that I'm going to use. This one I got off of Amazon. It's Eye Connect. That I'm not using. I'm using that on the white cup. So this is just Walmart white. It's a see-through glitter, and this is the chunk glitter that I'm putting on the bottom. It's from Backfist Customs. I think it's called Strawberry Shortcake. And this one is the one going on here because this one's having a rose gold top too. The white one is having a rose gold top, and this one was too similar, so I just added a little bit of silver chunk in there and a little bit of purple chunk. But this one's going to go directly on this cup, so we'll see how that looks. It's going to be an ombre. Give me a second to wipe up. Hold on 1 second. Alright, so for this one, before I get started too with this, these new cups, these are called the storyboard cups. This one, they're so cool. You can get them from Stainless Depot. So this basically goes on top once you're done decorating your cup. This goes on top of it. A lid screws on the bottom. This is the lid that screws onto the bottom. And then you can fill it with water and glycerin, put some glitter in there, and make like a snow globe cup. So this is the first one that I'm doing. I probably will do another video just on those cups alone. But they're really cool and new from Stainless Depot. So, looks like I'm missing a little epoxy right there. And this is it, guys. You just have, you have your epoxy on the cup. It's all ready. It's all sticky. You don't have to use Loctite. You don't have to use Mod Podge. It doesn't cause a ton of streaks. And I just pour it on because it's just going to go onto the paper, and then we're going to dump it back into the container. But it gives you so much more control. And now this one's see-through because the lady wanted pink at the top, but she wanted pink glitter. And I don't have the light pink glitter that she wanted, so this is a little workaround for you. It'll still be glittery and pretty, but it's going to be a lighter pink. And you just keep adding until you get the coverage that you want. It's just going to dump off on the other side for spots that are no longer sticky. Sorry, I'm trying to watch myself in the video at the same time to make sure you guys can see. So I should probably have put the flash on so you can see how pretty that glitter is. This light does it no justice. So let me change out the paper because I want to save that glitter, and there is a lot of it. And first piece, and then the chunk. So if you guys are struggling with ombres, this is actually a fantastic way to try to get them a little bit better. And I might put the cap on and show you. Oh, this one didn't come with a sprinkle cap. I should have put it in one of my spice bottles. But that glitter is beautiful, guys. Look at that. Backfist Customs Strawberry Cheesecake. I'll definitely see if that's definitely the... So then you just hold your glitter up a little bit higher to get in the middle there. And it just kind of sprinkles it and makes like the perfect ombre. It's so simple. Usually you don't need to do this too much. And I don't mix colors for the middle. I don't like... I think it just looks like you have 3 bands on a cup. And I don't like it. So that I just sprinkle this and get it as best coverage as I can, allowing a little bit to get up there, sometimes a little too much. Hopefully that'll fall off on the other side. So that's pretty much it. I mean, that's, I'll go over it a little bit once I let it turn a little bit and make sure all the glitter that's going to fall off falls off, and I'll just fill in the holes where I think it needs more. But it pretty much does a perfect ombre every time. Very simple. Took me, what, 3 minutes? I mean, from the time I epoxied the cup till it's complete now. See the bottom? I let a little bit, whatever glitter is down there is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this pile, once this is dry, once the it's done falling, I'll take this off and make a pile in the middle of the paper. When the epoxy is dry here, I'm just going to Mod Podge the bottom of this cup and stomp it right in the middle and clear coat it before my next coat of epoxy. That's going to be the finishing coat before decal. So it doesn't make it so chunky at the bottom. I don't know. I just prefer to do it that way. You guys can try to throw glitter on there, pat it on with your hands, but I find it's a pain in the neck and it kind of leaves blank spots. So I just wait till I'm ready and I'll dump it and I'll stomp it in there with some Mod Podge on it, let it dry, and then epoxy again. So this is going to be my first sprinkles can. Can't wait for that one to be done. As you can see now, this is all very smooth. There's no streaks in it, so that's ready for glitter. I'm going to do that one as well off camera. But if you guys have any questions on how I did this, or the glitter I used, oh, let me see. So shout out to Backfists, because I don't normally use high-end glitter, only when it's a custom order and they really want something that I don't have. Otherwise, I try to stick to, I think it looks all the same. I'm not a glitter person. I know, shoot me. But this glitter that's on here right now is beautiful. I actually do love it, and I'm really glad I bought it. And it's going to look amazing on that white cup. So yeah, Backfist on Etsy, Backfist Customs. He's also on Facebook. And there's his email address right there. So big shout out to Backfist, because I got a couple from him. His UV powders are awesome too. I got those for a couple special orders. So again, Stainless Depot for those They're called storyboard cups. And they're going to be the next craze in the cup world, I think. I've seen one so far, and then I ordered them. So as soon as I'm done with this one, I'm going to post it up on some of the groups. And I think maybe Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to do a video, a how-to. So I'm going to let you go because my UPS man is here, as you can hear by the dogs. If you liked this video and it was helpful to you, give me a like, subscribe, and I hope to do more videos for you soon. Have a great day.